What's going on YouTube? Coach Marcus Hodges here with Separation Team Basketball, and today I want to talk about a little bit of footwork. Footwork is so important in the game of basketball because it doesn't take athleticism, it doesn't take quickness. It's just going to be your basketball IQ, understanding how your feet work and how your feet can be the most efficient. So today, first thing I want to teach with the footwork is going to be your foot switch. Foot switch is a really popular footwork to sail one direction and it puts you in almost the quickest stance to go in the opposite direction. Something you don't want to miss. You already know, man, let's get it. So when we're talking about handles, it's really good to have your handle, knowing where the ball, working on your placement. But once again, your feet are going to take you to the basket. So when we talk about footwork, first, what I want to start off with is just your ability to be able to step. So my ball side foot's going to stay down. My opposite foot is just going to work on being able to go at an angle step. So just to start off with your warm up, I want us focusing on getting my inside shoulder low here, not being high, and then being able to go back. Now, when I go back, I want my feet parallel, and that's where my body can lift. So starting off, I'm just here, 1, 2, I'm floating the ball. Notice the footwork, my ball side foot is staying down. I'm working on changing levels. I'm not carrying the ball right now, just working on that footwork. Once you get there, now ball side foot is gonna be opposite. I'm going 1, 2. Once again, changing levels, working on that angled step, and then also working on being able to change that pace. So that first step explosion is gonna come from, once again, that first step. So talking about our foot switch is gonna be here. Once I get comfortable with my handle and this left foot is forward, when the ball gets back in my hand, I'm gonna be able to switch my stance. So notice the timing of it. It's not here same time, it's gonna have just that back to front stance. So I wanna be able to go 1, 2, then 1, 2, and the ball's pulling back to my pocket. So as I go, I'm here, 1, 2, switch, pocket. I relax 2 dribbles, 1, 2, and switch. My hips are staying the same level as I'm switching. I'm visualizing as well that defender slightly jumps left, so I want to put my feet in a position to go that opposite way. So that's kind of still having the same handle, but tying your footwork into it as well. Changing levels, foot switch, get that ball to your pocket. 1, 2, here every time. Change levels, ball pocket, working on just that foot switch. Footwork is gonna look the exact same. The ball is gonna manipulate a little different. So I'm gonna focus now just on this turn. I'm turning, I'm going to my under drag and switch. Now we've worked on a little bit of stationary where you understand, but now I just wanna work on being able to actually explode out of that. So now it's a slight turn, I'll switch and I'm just going 1, 2, and I'm going ball behind the back on that stop. So remember, I go here, I imagine that defender slightly jumps to that right. I wanna be able to now switch my feet, see that angle. This inside foot is step, 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 behind the back. I'll always go 2 dribbles to reset and get right back to it. So notice here, switch, stop, 1, 2, right back. Turn and switch, here, 1, 2. Just focusing on the footwork, switching. Here in these moments, I can work on being perfect. Am I changing that level of low? Am I stepping at an angle, stepping aggressive? Do I see the defense? Do I understand what I'm working on? And then being able to attack that gap and being able to stop. What I see from young players so much is even when they understand this footwork a little bit, they don't go hard and they don't see the situation in it. And that's what's hard for the game to translate, or for the training to translate to the game. They don't see the situation, and once they know this information, they're not still going hard every single rep. So when you're switching that side, you're always gonna have a weaker side. Focus on attacking, stopping, whatever your hard, whatever your aggressive is, not every single rep, but being able to get out of there, right? You can go here, play with that pace, and then being able to being able to attack. So now, once again, being able to have just that foot switch, I'll switch, I'll pull the ball to my pocket, because if I have the ball here, you'll hear me say this a lot all through the video. But if you don't pull the ball in your pocket, that ball is going to be exposed. So that level of pocket is going to be a second level or third level of protection, because that offhand should be here. In the game, I should go have it here where it's armed and there's my body. Then you guys can just work on any finisher. When I'm at the elbow, right now, to being able to attack, working on your finish with your footwork, pull that ball to your pocket, and you can go to any finish you would like. Here, I would like you guys to get 5 sets right, 5 sets left. Second part, so you guys can understand it, same philosophy. I'm turning, I'll have my switch. Now I really want to work on crossing out of this. So remember, just that pace, back front, I'm crossing the ball. I'm working on here now, delaying my pickup. So I'm going to pick the ball up on my outside foot. So watch here. I cross, I'm picking the ball up, 1, 2, and then finishing at the basket. The longer I can delay that pickup, the more steps I'll be able to take, as long as that ball is still active in my hands. So as I go, I'm here, I'll switch, there's my cross, 1, 2, there's my gather, 2 finish. Number 2, when you're working on these finishes with the footwork, with your foot switch, make sure when I cross, I don't delay and swing. Once again, this is why it's really important to understand the situation. If I do cross that defender, and you're playing a high-level guy, once he gets shifts, he's staying in the play. He stays in that play. Once that ball rocks that right hip, that's his moment of opportunity to steal the basketball. So being able to see the game, when I cross my defender, keep it on your left side. Watch when I go here and I have my cross, look where the ball stays on that left side to finish. So when you're getting your finishes 5 and 5 with the foot switch to crossover, make key note of that, especially when you're working by yourself, to hold yourself accountable. All right, now going back to our foot switch with our through the legs. When I'm here, working with my handle, when I have this foot switch now, I'm really selling that drive. As we talked about earlier, that shoulder is gonna drop. And here in this moment, if that defender's hands go down or if they take that step back, I wanna step into space and get right into my shot. So working on just playing with the handle a little bit here and then actually pulling up right into it for my shot. A lot of the guys I work with, they don't do a really good job of selling that drive. Out of the foot switch, make sure it looks like I'm stepping into space. So I really have to push off this left foot. That shoulder's gonna drop. Once again, if I'm here and that defender's guarding me, right, and you see that drive, all you want is some type of reaction. If that defender reacts and you're a good shooter from 15, 16 feet, that's what I'm pulling up. There's nothing to think about at all. There's that open window opportunity. I'm here working my handle. Once that window opens, I step into it and I can knock down the shot. Wasn't the prettiest, but it went in. Let's get it. All right, when it comes to that switch, it also can look like this. Kevin Durant does it. When the ball's in my right hand, that right foot is forward. Even I'm crossing that ball over, now my left foot is forward. So this is more of my drop stance, but I want us to really focus on how my feet are switching every time. Just so anytime the defender makes a mistake or does react off this move, you're in this stance. This is gonna be one of the most, if not the most important stance in being in basketball. Understanding this rhythm, 1, 2, 1, 2, feet being able to switch no matter what stance or how that ball is being dribbled, my feet are always ready. So I want us to think now, the last level is I have my foot switch, I worked on the cross. Crossover is only gonna work when I have a decent amount of space. Now I have to go through, right? So I'm pushing off that ball side foot. So as I go, I'm here, switch through. Now, as I attack downhill, I want to think downhill, open space for shot. So I want you guys, once again, getting 5 and 5 on each side, focusing on that foot switch. So now here, anchored step through, I'll take 1 dribble, boom, I'm going to open space, getting right to that shot. This is how it's going to look here. Game like if I'm playing in the game, right, I'm down, I'll have my switch as my dribble, I'll go to open space, I'll get right into it for my shot. This is why footwork is so important, that you understand how to get to places on the court as efficiently, staying on balance as possible. So this is why the foot switch, really, really important in the game of basketball. It's not always the most efficient, but if you understand this, you're gonna always be able to be on balance, have multiple options to attack. If you like today's video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can see each and every upload. We're back, baby. We got a lot of new content for you guys. Something you don't want to miss. Coach Marcus Hodges, you already know. Let's get it.